What's up? It's your girl Tori, not with a Y, but with an I. You guys, I'm back with another video. This is part 2 podcast. I'm so excited. Well, for one, I'm feeling myself because I didn't expect for me to look this good. Okay, let's just put that out there. Secondly, thank you guys who's like been really keeping up with me. Every time I post on Instagram, like y'all really messing with your girl, and I love it. I love it. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, shoot, I'm happy to be here. And so I just want y'all to know, like, the main goal is to be consistent, but just stay obedient, you know, and that's my goal. Be consistent, but more so just staying obedient to what my Father's will is. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and just I hope my video helped somebody. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye. Okay, so guys, we're gonna talk about how Jesus delivered me from homosexuality. Okay, and we're going to basically recap off the last video when we were talking about the struggles of being a former lesbian. So as you guys know, what I told you in the last video is talking about the struggles specifically, but now we really gonna talk about how Jesus delivered me. So if you go on my YouTube, there's a video about me talking about how I was in like dope houses in the streets, all because I was chasing someone who was on drugs and in the wrong environments, especially with me not knowing, you know, about being with someone who's in those type of situations for real. And what it was I was in love. I was in love, and I wasn't trying to like really hear anything of what anybody had to like say. My main focus was just me trying to save this woman that I was in love with, and that's all my mind was pretty much wrapped around. I was basically trying to save her, putting myself in situations to where I could have been killed too. Being with this woman, and the reason why I loved her so much was exactly what I was looking for in a man at that time. Let's take it all the way back. Let's take it all the way back to when we first met. So the minute she told me what I was looking for or wanting from a woman, she was basically letting me know like, hey, I can show you that. Like, I can do that if that's what you need, if that's what you want. Like, I'm in love with you. I can show you that. And I was like, okay, bad. Like, likewise, you know, like, you gonna show me, I'm gonna show you. You understand what I'm saying? She literally showed me that she could give that to me. She was so soft, and she was so soft, I didn't want to let that go. You know, like how she made me feel, it felt like everything and more. It felt like everything and more, and in my mind, I just didn't want to let that go. I didn't want to let her go. Just like as a person, because like she was still a good person, you know, like despite all of that, like I was in love with this chick. I really was. So I was actually willing to go to the deep ends, and unfortunately for me it was becoming a life or death situation. Yeah, it was definitely becoming a life or death situation. It was to the point where my family was not even recognizing me anymore. Like, they were becoming unfamiliar with who I was. Like, it was times where my mom was like, she said, nope, I don't know who you are. I don't recognize you. Who is this new person? And at that point, I wasn't even trying to hear her out. I was like, nope, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to stay. And I don't want to hear nothing else. And I cut my family off at the time because I knew what I wanted. What I wanted was to be with this woman, and nothing else mattered at the time. Have y'all noticed I keep saying at the time? Yes, because I want y'all to understand that this was at the time. But yeah, let me just be specific and let me like explain what I mean by she showed me like exactly what she was offering. For one, she knew how to read my mind, and she paid attention to my body language. 2, she was just so gentle to me. She was super sweet. She treated me like the queen I was, or felt like. She read me like a book. Like, oh my God. She literally read me like a book. I was like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Like, coming from her, I love it. Because how do you know this? I didn't tell you this, so how do you know that? You know what I'm saying? She knew how to talk to me. She knew how to handle me, not knowing. She could have easily turned it around and then just used anything against me to, you know, basically turn it into like mental abuse. So, she told me, she said, I want you to be the only one who knows me better than my family, better than myself. I want you to be the only one. And that's basically like me signing a contract. So, with that being said, I told her, I said, okay. I said, if this is what we're gonna do, and I'm like, since we just so in love with each other, of course, like, I'm willing to let you, like, know I got you, basically. Like, I got you 1,000%, you know? So the problem with that was it just kept turning into mental abuse. It's like, eventually, even if it was the smallest of things, it just got worse over time. Because with the mental abuse, it was starting to become like physical abuse. Like, I'm gonna get more into that. And me not even, you know, knowing, I'm basically setting myself up for destruction. The whole time, the route that she was going, she, like, y'all, she had me wrapped up in her fingers. Like, she just kept pulling me in and pulling me in and pulling me in. And it's like, I just could not, like, like, I just could not get away from her, y'all. Like, even if I wanted to, like, I was like, Jesus, I don't know what you gonna have to do. But it was becoming to a point where it was, like I say, a life or death situation. And I was just like, I don't know, like, what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen. But I knew, like, in the back of my head, I knew that eventually I was gonna have to run and get away. You know what I'm saying? So, and like, to be honest, I was looking like a whole crackhead. I'm just gonna put it out there. I was looking like a whole crackhead. Like, I was doing, you know, crackhead. I was just doing, like, you know how crackheads act, I guess, like, asking, I'm not even trying to be vague. Like, asking for money, just doing all type of crackhead stuff that, honestly, I was shocked in myself, because I'm like, this is not who I am, this is not me. And I was unfamiliar with who I was becoming too. I'm like, hold on now, help. Shoot, everybody could tell, like, I just wasn't myself anymore. Like, I was just drained. Like, I was not myself anymore. And like, you could see it in my eyes and my body language, how I talked, everything. It just was not me. So the more we kept getting up into, like, detrimental situations, it's like, honestly, I had to make up my mind, and it was no longer about her anymore. It was more so about me, and, like, just trying to get away for real. Like, I'm trying to get away, but I'm still stuck. I don't know how. Like, it's easier for, you know, people to say, man, I don't know how come you just didn't go home, or just, you know, run, however the case may be. I did. I went right back. I went right back. So I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was just about me at that point, and I was just really trying to, like, get out of that situation. It's like she would just still find different ways to just pull me in. Pulling me in, but just even worse predicaments. Like, even worse. Like, it was no longer safe anymore. It was I used to call her, like, my safe place, like, my peace, but it just was, I guess, never that. But I knew wherever she was taking me, I definitely knew, because I felt it in my heart, I knew I was going to have to make a choice. And that choice was either me or her, you know? I knew that God was calling me home. I knew he was, but I really had to make a decision and, like, just really fight my way through it. I didn't want to put myself in situations to where I could have been like killed by saving her, even though I was. But I was really just talking to Jesus, really just like crying out to Jesus. And I said, Lord, there has to be better. Like, I need you to help me. Like, please help me. You know I don't want to leave her side, but I know if I don't make a choice, it's either gonna be not just her but me too. And so yeah, I said, Lord, please help me. Like, I don't want to leave her side, but I know if I stay here, it's not just only gonna be her, but it's gonna be me too. And it's like, I know that might sound selfish, but it's not selfish, because there's been many times where I've been in predicaments with her where like I've stayed there, and really like it's like I'm depending on my life at this point. So it was like, nah, it was either her or me. You know what I'm saying? Or both of us. All I know is that I had to make a decision. And with me crying out to the Lord, I did make a decision. I knew he was calling me back in the first place. Like I said in the last video, I just wasn't ready. And I said, when God is calling you, he's calling you. So it's like, all right, And that's kind of like where I was at. So with that being said, I had to make it and make it fast. I made the decision to go back to my home church once I made that decision. Like I said, I knew Jesus was calling me home in the beginning. But at the same time, like, I'm sitting there at home, I just wasn't okay. I said, man, this part of me, yes, even though I made that decision, but part of me like really wanted to just go back out here, like out there. And I'm like, I gotta save her. Like, I have to. But then, God was like, nah. Yeah, my heart was just crying out to Jesus. Like, I was just tired mentally, emotionally, like physically, spiritually. I was tired and I was just drained. I felt lost spiritually because like I felt like I was just so far away from Jesus. But all I kept saying was, Lord, I don't know what it's gonna take, but I need you to do something. Yeah, I was like, Lord, I don't know what it's gonna take, but I need you to like do something, please. Like this is really me like begging out to him. So when I went back to my home church after like church service and everything, this is where the part of the deliverance comes in at. You guys, I'm just trying not to stutter, okay? I'm trying not to stutter, but even if I do stutter, I just hope you guys are getting the message, okay? Part of the deliverance was like me, like I literally had to have the heart to really open up my mouth and say, Lord, I want to come back home to you. Like, what, it's your will, it's not mine. It's your plan, it's not mine. I just want to come back home I just want to come back home to you, Lord. I do it. It's your way, Jesus. I do it. I needed that breakthrough out for me. So I gave the Holy Spirit permission in my heart, because you have to want it. You have to want it. Like, if you don't want it, and I don't know, but me personally, I wanted it, and I just wanted to be free after everything that we had went through. So yes, I gave the Holy Spirit permission in my heart to go ahead and just take over me and just wash me. I just let the Holy Spirit do his will, like completely wash me and make me brand new. And by the way, you'll know it's the Holy Spirit because it's a feeling like no other. It like his presence cannot be compared to no other. And I knew it was the Holy Spirit because it was just me and God. Like, I won't think about nobody, nothing else. I was just letting him take full control, like, wash me, Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? So I felt the Holy Spirit walk me to my pastor, and I heard these 3 words, y'all. It was so loud, so clear, yet so soft. And those 3 words were, you are free. Once I heard you are free, y'all, like, it was a sense of peace that came over me, and I just started like laughing and just like crying happy tears of joy, because that's what the Holy Spirit feels like. Like, it's just a wonderful peace. Like, I don't know what word to give it because it's undescribable. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like I'm hearing those three words, that you are free, and free indeed. Yes, I have been. I most definitely have. And whew, I most definitely have been free. Like, me telling y'all this, I feel free just now letting all this out. Like, I can't do nothing but give praise to the Most High. Like, for real, because y'all, I promise y'all, if it wasn't for Jesus, I would not be here. Like, I would not be here. Like, in my mind, I keep telling myself, like, I'm supposed to be, quote unquote, unalive. But clearly God had other plans for me. Clearly. Because look, I'm here now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The title for this video was How Jesus Delivered Me from Homosexuality. I was supposed to record last night, but you guys, when I got off of work, I honestly was just tired. So I was like, I'm going to just get it done tomorrow. And my main goal is to just like really stay consistent, but more so be obedient. You understand what I'm saying? Like, stay consistent, but be obedient to what my Father is telling me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please share, like, subscribe. Bye, Tori birds.